Hi, welcome to this comparison test of the Nikon D300s versus the Nikon D3100. In the tests, what you'll be seeing is the 720p movie mode compared between the two cameras, and both cameras will be mounted with the Nikon 35mm DX lens, the f1.8G. In this first test, the two cameras are set up on a tripod and are recording a typical street scene in Hong Kong, here the Graham Street wet market on Hong Kong Island, and I think you can definitely see that in the more detailed areas such as the signage, the D3100 has the edge. This second test is another tripod mounted street scene, in this case Queens Road Central on Hong Kong Island, and again I believe that the D3100 has the edge in terms of detail. In this third test, I decided to demonstrate one of the great features of using DSLRs for video, which is the ability to use very short depth of fields with fixed prime lenses such as this 35mm f1.8G. So in this test, the lens is set to f2. This clip of a moving escalator was an attempt to show whether one or the other camera displayed more moire than the other. Other than becoming relatively seasick during the editing process, I couldn't really discover much of a difference between the two. This next clip demonstrates the auto gain feature that is enabled by default on both the Nikon D3100 and the D300s, even when recording in manual mode for movies. The left-hand side of the screen shows the strong exposure auto gain that's exhibited unless you hold down the auto exposure lock button during recording. And finally, this clip is the first clip again, but in full screen mode, so that you can compare first the D300s and then the D3100 at full resolution. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope the tests were useful to you if you were thinking of buying the D3100.